If you're the type of ADHD woman who struggles with your self-esteem, then this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of why many ADHDers struggle with their self-esteem, and then I will give you easy to implement ADHD-friendly tips to build your self-confidence so that you can thrive with ADHD. Just like my amazing client Lynette, who is learning after a lifetime of low self-esteem and shame, she is now learning and implementing strategies to thrive with ADHD using the exact same tips I am going to share with you today. And if you are late diagnosed with ADHD or you believe you have it, helping women with ADHD grow their self-esteem is what I've dedicated my life to and what I love doing, because I too have ADHD and I know firsthand how hard it is to navigate when you don't have the right support in place. I would love to speak to you directly and to offer you my support. The link to book a call with me is in the description of this video. I recently did a poll on LinkedIn asking females with ADHD if having ADHD has affected any of the following for them: their self-esteem, their sense of self, hindered or stopped them from having any experiences that they would like to have. And an astounding 67% of women polled said their self-esteem has been negatively affected by having ADHD. So if you have ADHD and struggle with your self-esteem, you're not alone. I want to assure you that you don't have to go through the rest of your life struggling with this. Let's begin with why having a lower self-esteem is stopping you from thriving with ADHD. Think of your thoughts as an algorithm, and we all know the social media algorithms very well. You Google something. Let's say you're in the market for a new car. Let's pretend that that car is a Toyota. So you go onto Toyota's website to build the car you're interested in purchasing. You look at the options to get an idea of what the car will cost and the specs, and then you move on with your day. Later on, you go on to Instagram, Facebook, or maybe TikTok, and ads from Toyota pop up. In fact, ads from Mazda and Nissan pop up too. The algorithm has noted that you were on Toyota's website and has let all the car companies know that you're in the market for a new car, and now they are keeping cars top of mind for you. Now let's circle back to how your thoughts are like an algorithm. If you do not hold high regard for yourself and your internal chatter is always hard on yourself, your mind's algorithm will fixate on that. For example, you might say things like, I always screw everything up. I can't do anything right. People don't like me, or maybe I'm not good enough. Your thoughts are going to control the algorithm of what you see and provide you with evidence of these things. It turns into a self-sabotaging, self-fulfilling prophecy. And because you are so focused on where you come up short, and memories are easier to retain when they are connected to an emotion, especially negative emotions, you'll miss the moments when you do get things right and don't feel like you're coming up short. You literally become this horse with blinders on to your negative self-talk and low regard for yourself. And the way our brains and thoughts work is the more you focus on something, the more evidence you'll see of what you are zoned in on. And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Literally, what you think about, you bring about could not be more true. So when you have low self-regard, you're telling the algorithm of your thoughts to show you evidence of that. Just like when you're in the market for a new car. Now, this is a work that I've dedicated my life to, helping ADHD women rewrite their stories so that they can thrive. And I would love to chat with you to see how I can support you to start controlling your algorithm instead of the negative thoughts you have about yourself controlling you. Again, there's a link in the description of this video to book a call with me. It's absolutely free. Now that you know having a low self-esteem is holding you back, let's dig into how to rewrite your story so that you can thrive with ADHD. Tip number 1 is starting to take an inventory of all the small wins you have and celebrate them. It may sound silly to do, but when we beat ourselves up for our shortcomings, we're passionate, and passion helps us remember things long term. So giving that same energy to yourself yourself when you're doing things right is key. Celebrate all wins. Like, I mean, with full-on passion. There are two important tips to pair with this. First, there is no win too small to document. And second, you cannot write down a but following a win. For example, you cannot say, I got the laundry done, but my kids helped me, because that's minimizing the win, and we don't want to do that. Tip number 2 is try your best to catch negative self-talk when you're in it. For example, if you catch yourself saying, I can't do anything right, get curious about if that blanket statement is true. Have you never done anything right? Simply getting curious about the blanket statements we say to ourselves is a great way to combat negative self-talk or negative feelings when we have those thoughts and we're actively ruminating. Tip number 3 ties into tip number 2. When we are ruminating, we're not in the present moment. But when we catch ourselves in a self-deprecating negative feedback loop, then we're in the present moment. And catching yourself ruminating is the gift of being present, no pun intended. The essence of rumination is we are either thinking about the past or creating a story about a future event that has not even happened yet. Simply saying to yourself, I'm in the here and now, I am safe, and focusing on your breath or the sounds and smells that are immediately around you can take you out of that negative spiral, because you realize that you're in the here and now and not in the movie that your imagination is currently playing. I hope that these tips helped you out today, and if you'd like support in this area, I would love to help you personally. There is a link to book a call with me in the description of this video. I come out with videos like this every single week. Please like, subscribe, and share this with an ADHDer who you love. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and I will see you next week in the next video.